And the only reason I brought this one up is I don't necessarily thought it was a doofus, and I was representing a client in the NAC sale, and we both kind of looked at it at the same time, and we both decided it was a crazy price. And then I started digging a little bit more, and if you want to bring it up, Mike, it's lot number 445. This is this Kelso-style. So it's a really rare coin. This coin also was sold in our Gemini VII sale. It was also, I believe it was ex-Rockefeller as well. But at the time in Gemini, it brought 12,000 hammer in 2011, and now it brought 100,000 Swiss francs. So extremely strong price. Yeah, this was ex-Rockefeller as well. So, but these coins are based off of, are closely related to the coins of Euless in the Olympics. So it has that kind of same type of time period as well. The wheel most likely represented movement, trade, and unity, where the eagle represented Zeus. So, but the eagle's off plan. And when I did a search in coin archives to see what these things were bringing, it was only this one, and it was the same coin. Only one example's come up in coin archives in over 25 years, and it was the listing of this coin in Gemini in 2011 and this coin now. So there's no other examples. And so I could see where somebody who wanted to really own this coin to fill a hole in their collection, and you get two people that really need it for the same reasons. There's no other examples around, and so that's where our price is going to explode. And so the Shakes family made money on this coin.
Well, I would say that this is a little bit more than an explosion.
Yeah, I would definitely say. So I remember my dad was walking by and I showed him, and he was like, "Oh, I wouldn't pay 15,000 for that coin." But you know, but I think he was being a little harsh. But you know, 100 grand might have been way too much for the coin. I mean, it's more than any of us could spend on a coin. But you know, it's all relative, guys. You know, like most of us could afford to buy $100 coin, right? And if it's something we really want and it's something that we really need. Now, fortunately for us, when we're looking at $100 coins, there's usually not one-of-a-kind coins. So there's usually a lot more chances to get the same coin over and over and over again. So you don't have to, the supply is way up. So even with high demand, it doesn't matter because you can let it go because you know there's another coin coming. But in this situation, this might have been the only time it ever came up, it seems to be, unless there was one privately sold and just never ended up in auction. But as far as I could see, the only other examples I could find were in the British Museum and probably some other museums. And the British Museum example actually has the full head of the eagle. The point is that you can still judge based on, you know, what you think the market should dictate for certain things. If it was only worth 12,000 in 2011, why is it now worth 100,000 plus I mean, now you're talking like $120,000, because that's 100,000 Swiss francs hammer plus the percentage plus the, you know, Swiss franc to the dollar. So it might be $120,000 now. So that's a huge jump. But it could be that somebody was watching, needed that coin and saw it, wanted to, wish they could have bought it in 2011 out of Gemini and finally got their chance. And that was all you need is two people.
And they were not going to miss it.
The same problem. But at the time I was shaking my head, but you know, I'm not sure if it's doofus or not, but it sure seems like it is. But it's hard to be in the head of two people with really deep pockets with a really rare coin.